Hey girls, do you know what time it is? It must be party time. Here we go. 여기 summer 지금 radio 켜 흘러 나오는 favorite song. Hey, turn it up. 뜨거운 리듬 이끄는 대로 drive 눈이 부신 여름 속으로. 창을 넘어온 바람을 따라 지금 yeah 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 singing yeah 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 목소리 높여 louder and louder.
So for ethnic placement of students in class 8A1 of Nguyễn Tất Thành Secondary School today, my name is Hoàng Ngọc Huyền and I am Trần Văn Bảo Huyền. Điệu nhảy của lớp 8A1 đã mở màn cho buổi trình diễn thời trang dân tộc của các bạn học sinh lớp 8A1 trường Trung học cơ sở Nguyễn Tất Thành hôm nay. And next, to join the show today, I would like to introduce the presence of Mr. Lê Hữu Toàn, the Sales Secretary, the Principal. Về tham dự với chúng ta ngày hôm nay, em xin trân trọng giới thiệu thầy giáo Lê Hữu Toàn, Bí thư chi bộ, hiệu trưởng nhà trường. Mr. Sherman, the Vice Principal. Thầy giáo Trần Mẫn, phó hiệu trưởng nhà trường. And many teachers from other schools and all the teachers together with all the students of Nguyễn Tất Thành School. They welcome all us here. Các thầy cô giáo từ các trường trong cụm thi đua số 2 và toàn thể giáo viên, học sinh của trường Trung học cơ sở Nguyễn Tất Thành cũng có mặt đông đủ. Xin nhiệt liệt chào mừng. In order to find the best team today, I would like to introduce the chart board. Để chọn được đội giỏi nhất trong cuộc thi hôm nay phải có sự góp sức của ban giám khảo. Xin trân trọng giới thiệu 4 vị giám khảo: Ngô Trân Khanh Linh from class 9A1, Phan Thi Cẩm Thi from class 9A2, Nguyễn Thị Hương Khanh from class 9A3, and Bùi Minh Ngọc from class 9A4. Before we start, I'd like to give the candidates some rules. Our topic today is about the ethnic minorities. You have 3 rounds of competition. The first round is the traditional costumes of ethnic groups from 4 groups. The most beautiful costume gets 50 marks. The second beautiful costume gets 40 marks. The third beautiful costume gets 30 marks. And the fourth beautiful costume gets 20 marks. Trước khi cuộc thi bắt đầu, em xin thông qua thể lệ cuộc thi. Chủ đề cuộc thi hôm nay là về dân tộc thiểu số. Chúng ta có 3 vòng thi. Vòng 1, trình diễn thời trang. Trình diễn trang phục đẹp nhất sẽ nhận được 50 điểm. Số điểm sẽ trừ dần 10 điểm cho các bộ trang phục tiếp theo. The second round is introductions about the costume. The total marks each candidate gets is 50 marks, including 20 marks for the content, 10 marks for pronunciation, and 10 marks your intonation, and 10 marks your manner and attitude. Vòng 2 là thi thuyết trình về bộ trang phục, 20 điểm cho phần nội dung, 10 điểm cho phát âm chuẩn, 10 điểm cho ngữ điệu và 10 điểm cho cử chỉ, điều bộ. The third round is the knowledge. You have 20 questions for 4 groups. Each group has 5 questions. Answer one question correctly, you will get 10 marks. Vòng 3 là cuộc thi kiến thức. Bạn có 20 câu hỏi, mỗi câu trả lời được 10 điểm, mỗi nhóm trả lời 5 câu hỏi. Are you ready? Now let's get started. Dear all our teachers and friends, as we all know, ethnic groups with unique and colorful traditional costumes. Come to the show today. The class 8A1, we would like to send the teachers and friends 8 traditional costumes of 8 ethnic groups among 54 ethnic groups in Vietnam. Kính thưa quý thầy cô và các bạn, như chúng ta đã biết, Việt Nam có 54 dân tộc với các trang phục truyền thống độc đáo đầy màu sắc. Đến với buổi trình diễn ngày hôm nay, tập thể lớp 8A1 chúng em xin gửi đến quý thầy cô và các bạn 8 bộ trang phục truyền thống của 8 dân tộc trong số 54 dân tộc ở Việt Nam. In the first part, we welcome people who come from different ethnicities. Phần đầu tiên, chúng ta cùng chào đón màn biểu diễn các trang phục dân tộc truyền thống đến từ các dân tộc khác nhau. The first show of team Autumn. Đầu tiên là phần trình diễn của đội Autumn. second song from team Winter. Thứ hai là đội Winter. Before we enjoy the next competition, please enjoy the song Rolling in the Deep from class 9A5. Để thay đổi không khí, mời quý vị thưởng thức bài hát Rolling in the Deep do bạn Yến Nhi trình bày.
Starting in my heart, breaking the fever beat and bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me your and know that you're today. See how I live with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the thing that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching the fever beat and bringing me out the dark. The sky of your love remind me of what the keep me through every open door. Count your blessings to find what you look for. Oh, my sorrow into just a low. Take me back to night and reach it while you so. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. We don't, we don't, we don't. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You have my heart inside of your hand. Into blinded to the beat. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hand. Into blinded to blinded to blinded to blinded to the beat. And now we come to part 2. We would like to invite each ethnic group to introduce their traditional costume.
Ở phần 2, chúng ta xin mời từng dân tộc giới thiệu về trang phục truyền thống của mình. The first show of Team Autumn. Now please Hmong ethnic group. Đầu tiên là phần trình diễn của đội Autumn. Xin mời dân tộc Hmong.
Good morning, teacher and my friends. I am Thuy from class AA1 of Nguyễn Tất Thành Secondary School. Today, I'm glad to be here to tell you about Hmong tradition custom. Hmong is an ethnic group who live in the northern mountainous province in Vietnam, and they live by families. Their tradition customs is very various, colorful, and converge all the typical strokes of each species. Let's begin with Hmong's women tradition custom. It's a frilly conical dress. Its high bust top was spread in the body of the skirt. Hmong's women usually wear full-body shirts. It's mostly black. It's adorned with horizontal and colorful details. Go with this custom is a beautiful hat with some jewelry like bracelets and necklace. On the other hand, the female's custom could be denied. It's mostly black. It's soft sleeve. It's adorned with beautiful and colorful details and styles. The female's custom has two kinds, front body and side body. Front body is split chest without fleeing button, and another kind is side body, which is our models is wearing now. It's soft, black, white too. Nowadays, Hmong is sold with various fabric and adorned with many styles and many styles and details. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for your listening.
Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lun An. Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lun. I'm from the class AA1. Today, I will tell you about the Khmer traditional costume. Do you know the Khmer people? They are one of the ethnic groups in the mountains of Vietnam. Population of about 56,000. 500, 542 people. Statistics. According to statistics of the year 1999, 31st were female costumes, which including a belt, and a skirt. The blouse is made from a colorful curtain. It has 2 layers. The collar is filled with the blue light. On the string shirt, there are some white rectangles and some gold circles, which they hope to have a wealthy and healthy life. There are also some little circles at the sleeve. The belt is a light color. Some women use it to hold the middle and be the highlight of all the costume. There are some wires to make the costume more colorful and beautiful. The skirt's color is the same with the blouse. It is lengthened to the ankle, and there is also a big line along the skirt. Regarding to the male costume, we have a blouse and a shirt and a trouser. The blouse, the yellow lights are the main band. Besides that, the red light is also the highlight of the costume. The yellow light has some feathers like leaves or flowers. The red light has some diamond stripes. The blouse has a short sleeve and some cloth buttons. The trouser isn't too big to wear for the male people. That is my presentation. Thank you for your listening. The second from Team Winter. Now please Giao Ethnic Group. Thứ hai là đội Winter. Xin mời dân tộc Giao. My name is Giang Thị Hương. I'm from Winter Team, and today I want to tell you the Yao and their costume. The Yao are ethnic minority in Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam. The population is about 3 million people in Asia and 800,000 people in Vietnam. They live mainly in Hà Giang, Tuyên Quang, Bắc Cạn, Yên Bái, DC. They have 3 main types of house: clay house, steel house, and hard floor house. However, there is more now. Now, let's reintroduce men's traditional costume. Men's clothing is simple in color, shape, decorating mainly on top. It is decorated with a yellow border on the sleeve and the side. And women clothing is very unique, including shirts, pants, and other things. Each outfit usually has 5 basic colors: yellow, red, blue, black, and white. The shirt is the highlight and the most important part of the outfit. Young women often wear only black or indigo dress, familiar in makeshift clothes to life to add flowers, mountains, plants. Above the pants are red, but on the bottom, the motif is carefully embroidered. And the decorative pattern often a red or yellow square, tie or saffron. Thank you for listening.
And next, please, Thai Ethnic Group.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Natalie from Team Winter. Today, I want to tell you something about Thai Ethnic Group and their costume. Thai Ethnic Group is a popular ethnic group in Vietnam that has a population of about 1.5 by side. We can know Thai people can deny still and well by themselves. Their custom is well known for being unique and strong. Firstly, I will introduce you about Thai men's clothes. The outfit is simple and modest. The shirt is red with detail at the corner of the shirt and on the sleeve. The trouser is light brown. Next, I will introduce you about Thai women's clothes is clothing short, blousy, shirt and underwear. The shirt has many colors, but usually is white, with decorated with flowers and flowers on the sleeve. The skirt is white, longer than ankle. The outfit is worn with the scarf. The scarf and the scarf is made by steel rope and made by Thai women with intricate lines and vivid colors of mountain regions and vivid colors. The clothes, not only the clothes to hold the waistband, but also the toys to create the shape of ladies. Thank you for your listening.
Next is the sound of Team Summer. Now please King Emic Group. Kế tiếp là phần trình diễn của đội Summer. Xin mời dân tộc Tây.
Teachers and all of my friends, let me introduce about myself. My name is Quỳnh Anh. I'm from the Summer group of class A81. Now, I'm very glad and happy to stand here to join this fashion show. Now, I will introduce you something about the Vietnamese or the kings and their traditional custom. The Vietnamese or the kings is a major ethnic group of Vietnam, accounting for 86.2% of the population. Their language belongs to the Viet Minh group. They usually live in a 5-compartment house. Vietnam is a country which has a combination of modern and tradition. We can easily see through the Vietnamese people wear outside. Outside is considered
the long dress with some interesting variations. First is the line is straight, and the second is the outside. The form of outside is very simple. The one for female is usually fixed to the curve of the body, and the one for men is usually large and this to have a comfortable feeling. The outside is used in some interesting occasions, as food and work. And now there are a lot of fashionable, modernable clothes, but outside is also the symbol of Vietnam. And now my presentation is over. Thanks for your listening.
Next please. And next please. And next.
Good morning, teacher and my friends. My name is Phạm Hồng Minh, a member of Group 3. Today, I'm here to tell you something about the costume of the Yara ethnic. Let's take a look about these ethnic group first. This is the Yara people from Taiwan. They live mainly in Yara costume. They have a population of more than 400,000 people. Their language belongs to the Malay Polynesia language group. Now I will tell you something about this costume. For the men, they often wear the scarf, follow the way to many scarf on the head and let it to one ear. They often wear a loincloth. This loincloth is illegal color. It is usually softer than the loincloth, which is with white fabric and often wear in the fast day. In the fast day, they often wear illegal loincloth. Which is decorated with red and white pattern on the bottom of the loincloth. That is group they don't wear clothes, but that is group they wear clothes like this. This is the sorcery club. It is decorated with the stripe with many colorful. That is group they wear the long sleeve look like the type of the alien or the model. Now for the women, they have long hair, often tied in the back of the neck or on the top of the head. They wear shirt, the sorcery shirt, popular tie in both shape pullover, daddy, a group of Yara. They had the low V-neck shirt. They also wear a skirt. This skirt is the open skirt and grab the boy. Both the shirt and the skirt is decorated with the stripe along the body, such as on the neck, shoulder, sleeve leg, mid-chest, hand, and shoe curl. It is decorated with about the green color is formula. They also add a lot of many jewelry, such as necklace or bracelet. This is the end of my insight about Yara costume. Thank you for listening. Goodbye, see you again. Have a good day.
The final song is
Morning, my dear teachers and friends. Let me introduce something about myself. My full name is Dominic Boy. I am the representative and the leader of Group Spring Class 8K1. It's my honor to be here to tell you about the traditional customs of Ede ethnic people. Just to be told, I don't know quite clearly about what Ede people wearing traditionally, but I will try to bring you my best knowledge about it. Not much, of course. Hoping that you my beloved teachers and pupils will tell me more. The Eden people is among a shaded ethnic minority living in Central Thailand. They can be found in many provinces like Phú Yên, Gia Lai, Samsung, but they live mostly in Đắk Lắk, nearly 90%. The Eden people are rich about culture, custom, and traditions. Among them, the traditional costumes are also very unique and impressive. The Eden male usually wear a loincloth alongside of the coat wearing around the lower part of the body, from the waist and down. They often have knitted or wear a number-10 waistcoat. Meanwhile, the Eden females have a small selection of their clothes. The most popular may be the dress or if in their language. Traditionally, the Eden female usually make the clothes for her and the whole family. The traditional costumes of Eden ethnic people are not as colorful and attractive as those of the people from the north, like Thai minorities. The favorable colors are black and indigo. Their clothes are decorated with many syncopation like stars, crosses, and stripes. The decorations are also very colorful: red, yellow, green, blue, or purple. They live with nature and they are in perfect harmony with nature. They get color from the nature, red from many types of earth, green from leaves, yellow from roots, and so on. Nowadays, as the living standards are getting better, more and more Eden people prefer wearing the modern clothes to wearing the traditional ones. Now, we have to find a solution to prefer Eden traditional costumes just as we love our unique diversity. My presentation is over. Thank you for your listening.
Finally, it's Tay Ethnic Group. Cuối cùng là dân tộc Tài.
Hello, my friends and teacher. My name is I'm from Group Subgreen. I am from Group Subgreen, class AI1. Class AI1. Today I will introduce you about Thai ethnic group and their traditional custom. The Thai ethnic group. The Thai mainly live in the northern mainland and the mountainous province. With 600,000 people, the Thai ethnic group. The Thai ethnic group has the second longest in Vietnam. The traditional custom is the most popular custom in Vietnam. It's made by silk-woven cotton fabric, uniformly indigo dye is on male and female outfit, and don't have a decorative pattern. The Thai men traditional custom is include five In addition, they also have a costume include bell, headscarf, long-sleeve dress, the beauty of the traditional costume is also because of the accessory. The accessory and basic but has all of the types such as necklace, bracelet, anklet. But the most important is the necklace. It is a silver, a big white silver wore around the neck. The here and now can we listen?
And now the time for the audience. You look at the costumes again and answer our questions. Và bây giờ là phần giao lưu với khán giả. Các bạn khán giả ơi, các bạn có muốn trả lời không ạ? Các bạn hãy nhìn lại các trang phục dân tộc và trả lời câu hỏi từ MC. Các bạn đã sẵn sàng chưa? Which ethnic groups does the traditional costume belong to? Please raise your hand. Again, now question 1. Which ethnic groups does the traditional costume belong to? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Can you say your name? What's your name?
On the left, A5.
Okay, thank you. Question 2. Raise your hand, please.
They usually live in Douglas province.
No. Another answer?
This most in Nigeria.
In English.
They live in Central Island.
What's your name?
Down in Talang A5.
The answer is correct. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Now, which ethnic group does the traditional... Okay, thank you. Okay, question 3. Which ethnic group does the traditional costume belong to? Can you repeat the answer?
Thai ethnic group.
Correct. What's your name?
My name is Jing.
Okay. I believe. And the final question: what is their population? What is their population? 1.5 million people. 1,500,000 people. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the third round, the knowledge. Now listen to the questions carefully and choose the correct answer. Good luck to you. Chúng ta cùng chuyển sang phần thi thứ ba, phần thi kiến thức. Bạn có 30 giây để trả lời. Chúc các bạn may mắn. Okay, question 1. The is used as a place of worship and village festivities. Again, the is used as a place of worship and village festivities. A. Communal house. B. Stilt house. C. Attic. And D. Cultural house. Albert Autumn choose A.
Correct. Question 2. One of the highlights of Sapa is it. Again, one of the highlights of Sapa is it. A. Turret fields. B. Paddy fields. C. Market. And D. Mountain.
We choose C.
C.
Your answer is wrong.
Question 3. The typical house type of the ethnic minority peoples in the house. A. Steel. B. Concrete. C. Carpet. And D. Steel.
We choose A.
Your answer is wrong.
4. Which language group does the king's language belong to? A. Say Thai group. B. Hmong Khmer group. C. Viet Muong group. And D. Kinh group.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay. 4. Which language group does the king's language belong to? A. Say Thai group. B. Hmong Khmer group. C. Viet Muong group. And D. Kinh group.
B.
Sorry, your answer is wrong. 5. How many provinces are there in the Central Highlands of Vietnam? A. 3. Letter D. 4. Letter C. 5. And letter D. 6. Again, how many provinces are there in the Central Highlands of Vietnam? A. 3. B. 4. C. 5. And D. 6.
We choose C. Your answer is correct.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your help.
Next is the team winter.
C. What's the most ethnic people in Vietnam live on? A. Hunting. B. Rice farming. C. Fishing. And D. Collecting.
Again, what do most ethnic people in Vietnam live on? A. Hunting. B. Rice farming. C. Fishing. And D. Collecting. What do most ethnic people in Vietnam live on? A. Hunting. B. Rice farming. C. Fishing. And D. Collecting.
We choose your answer is wrong.
The correct A. The Khmer. B. The Thai. C. The Sardar. And D. The Nok.
We choose A.
Correct. And A. Where can we find the torrid fields? A. In the Central Highlands. B. In the northern mountainous regions. C. In the Red River Delta. And D. In the Mekong River Delta.
We choose C. The answer is wrong. Our answer is B. In the northern mountainous region.
And 9. Where do the Ede group mainly live? A. In the Central Highlands. B. In the northern mountainous regions. C. In the Red River Delta. And D. In the Mekong River Delta.
We choose A. The answer is correct.
10. Which group does the Ede language belong to? A. Malay Polynesia group. B. Thai group. C. Thai group. And D. Khmer group. Again, which group does the Ede language belong to? A. Malay Polynesia group. B. Thai group. C. Thai group. And D. Khmer group.
We choose A. The answer is correct.
Thank you.
Please the next team.
Okay, the next question. Whose family names are the Ede children named after? A. Their mothers. And B. Their fathers. Whose family names are the Ede children named after? A. Their mothers. B. Their fathers.
I choose A. The answer is correct.
12. What type of musical instruments do the Ede often play in festivals and ceremonies? A. Guitar. B. Gong. C. Violin. And D. Flute. What type of musical instruments do the Ede people often play in festivals and ceremonies? A. Guitar. B. Gong. C. Violin. And D. Flute.
B. The answer is correct.
And the 30. The child B is a blah 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 of the Ralai people. A. Song. B. Musical instrument. C. Gas. And D. Farming tool.
I choose B.
The answer is correct.
And the next question. In the home of the ethnic minorities peoples, the blah blah are often placed in the middle. A. Table. B. TV. C. Altar. And D. Stew. 40. In the home of the ethnic minority peoples, the blah blah are often placed in the middle. A. Table. B. TV. C. Altar. And D. Stew.
I choose D.
Your answer are wrong. Our answer is altar.
Altar. And the next question. How do the ethnic groups erect the steel house? A. Bricks and stones. B. Straw and mud. C. Columns and beams. And D. Cement and bricks. Okay. How do the ethnic groups erect the steel house? A. Bricks and stones. B. Straw and mud. C. Columns and beams. And D. Cement and bricks.
I choose B. C. C.
The answer is correct.
Okay, thank you. Please, the next team. The sixth team. In the box, some ethnic groups live in the
We chose A.
The answer is correct.
17. Where can you have an overview of the ethnic groups of Vietnam? A. The Museum of Ethnology in Vietnam. B. The History Museum. C. The War Museum. And D. The Cultural Museum. Where can you have an overview of the ethnic groups in Vietnam? A. The Museum of Ethnology in Vietnam. B. The History Museum. C. The War Museum. And D. The Cultural Museum.
We chose A.
The answer is correct.
And the next question. Where is the Museum of Ethnology in Vietnam? A. On Lê Lợi Street, Cầu Giấy District, Hanoi. B. On Nguyễn Văn Huynh Street, Cầu Giấy District, Hanoi. C. On Lê Văn Huynh, Đông Đa District, Hanoi. D. On Lê Lợi Street, Đông Đa District, Hanoi. Again, where is the Museum of Ethnology in Vietnam? A. On Lê Lợi Street, Cầu Giấy District, Hanoi. B. On Nguyễn Văn Huynh Street, Cầu Giấy District, Hanoi. C. On Lê Văn Huynh, Đông Đa District, Hanoi. And D. On Lê Lợi Street, Đông Đa District, Hanoi.
We chose B.
The answer is correct.
And the next question. Do the Ede children wear the traditional costumes to school every day? A. Yes, they do. D. No, they don't. Okay. Do the Ede children wear the traditional costumes to school every day? A. Yes, they do. D. No, they don't.
We chose B.
The answer is correct.
And the final question. Whose arts are displayed at the museum in Da Nang? A. The charm. B. The tape. C. The comments. And D. The edit. Whose arts are displayed at a museum in Da Nang? A. The charm. B. The tape. C. The comments. And D. The edit.
We chose A.
The answer is correct.
Okay, thank you. Waiting for the instructors to finish their work. We would like to invite you to enjoy the song Something Just Like This from class 8A1.
Trong lúc chờ ban giám khảo thảo luận chấm điểm, mời quý vị tiếp tục thưởng thức bài hát Something Just Like This do học sinh lớp 8A1 trình bày.
I'm not looking for somebody.
And now please, all the ethnic groups come back to the stage. Mời các bạn quay trở lại sân khấu. Okay, this is a very thrilling moment. The third prize belongs to Team Autumn and Winter.
Đây là giây phút rất hồi hộp nên xin công bố giải ba thuộc về đội Winter and Autumn.
Okay, the Team Autumn with 29.5 points and Winter with 36.8 points. I'd like to invite Mrs. Victory from Lương Thế Vinh Secondary School to give the third prize for the candidates.
Kính mời cô Phạm Thị Bích Thủy từ trường Lương Thế Vinh, từ trường trung học cơ sở Lương Thế Vinh lên trao giải ba cho hai đội.
The second prize belongs to Team Summer with 39 points.
Và giải nhì đã thuộc về đội Summer với 39 điểm.
I'd like to invite Mr. Nguyễn Quang Kim from Phan Đình Phùng Secondary School to give the second prize for the candidates.
Xin kính mời thầy Nguyễn Quang Kim từ trường Phan Đình Phùng lên trao giải nhì.
And of course, the first prize belongs to Team Spring with 40.8 points.
Cuối cùng phần thưởng cao nhất hôm nay thuộc về đội Spring với 40,8 điểm.
I'd like to invite Mrs. Lady Thùy Ngân from Cao Bá Qua Secondary School to give the first prize for the candidates.
Kính mời cô Lê Thị Thùy Ngân từ trường Cao Bá Quát lên trao giải nhất.
Costume has different styles, textures, materials, and beauty. It promotes the cultural beauty of each nation, each region, from the Red River Delta to the Red River Delta Cửu Long, from the northern western mountains to the great thousand of Central Highlands. We are very proud of our ethnic costume motives. The Vietnamese people share Uncle Ho's words, unite, love each other.
Có thể nói, mỗi bộ trang phục đều có kiểu dáng, họa tiết, chất liệu, vẻ đẹp khác nhau. Nó quảng bá cho vẻ đẹp văn hóa của mỗi dân tộc, mỗi vùng miền từ châu thổ sông Hồng đến đồng bằng sông Cửu Long, từ miền núi Tây Bắc đến Đại Hoàng Tây Nguyên. Chúng ta rất tự hào về các bộ trang phục của dân tộc mình. Dân tộc Việt Nam cùng chung lời Bác Hồ dạy, đoàn kết, yêu thương nhau.
It's the time we say goodbye. Once more, thanks again for all your help and attending. Goodbye and see you next time.
Để đến lúc nói lời tạm biệt, xin chân thành cảm ơn sự tham gia của quý thầy cô và các